Hi ladies, this is Patty Petrie with Makeup P31 Woman. My business is about God first, beauty, and encouragement. Today I am going to talk to you about some traveling tips for your makeup. And before we dive into that, I want to give you a bit of encouragement. I love this scripture. It's kind of applicable to travel, so I thought it would be good to share with you today. It's out of Psalms 121, verse 8. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. So ladies, it doesn't matter where you're going or where you're coming from, where you're traveling, the Lord is watching over you, both now and forevermore. So let that encourage you today. All right, let's dig into the travel tips for makeup. Okay, first tip I have for you is be sure that everything you take, you put it in a Ziploc bag. And this is a little makeup bag I have, and here I've got all these things in the Ziploc bag, and the purpose is so that if anything leaks or breaks or whatever, it's not going to get all over your makeup bag, nor is it going to get all over your clothes. So Ziploc bags are your friend when you travel. Second of all, you want to take products that have a multi-purpose use so you can save on how much you have to take. For instance, I have a 4-in-1 brush that I take. You also can use products for multiple things, and I'm going to demonstrate all of this in a minute, but I want to go through the tips first just so you can see what I'm talking about. And also, the less you take, the better, because then you can put it in your carry-on and you won't run the risk of losing it if your luggage gets lost. Okay, number 3, I would avoid taking compact powders, pressed powders, only because if they get jarred, which sometimes happens during traveling, that can make them crumble up, and then they're not as easy to use. Number 4, you want to bring easy to apply products like a stick foundation. Again, multiple use, and I'm going to show you that in just a minute. You want to bring your own mirror, because chances are wherever you're going is not going to have the mirror that you need. And what I would suggest is that you get one that you can break down. Like this is called a Fancy brand, and this comes off and the base comes off, so it's very easy to pack. You can also get something like this at Amazon, and this particular one has a light on it, and it also has a magnifying mirror. So that's just one thing, but you do need to bring your own mirror, because if you're staying in a motel room, they usually don't have that great of mirrors. Okay, so that's number 5. Number 6, bring a setting spray. Setting spray is a multi-use product, as you're going to see in a moment. Number 7, put any liquids or creams into smaller containers, because that way they take up less space and you are meeting the requirements of the airline. And you can grab these on Amazon or Walmart, but what I do is I save my old eye cream jars when they're empty, because they are the perfect size to carry things. And I'm just about dropped it. Okay, so number 8 is keep it simple. Usually when you're on vacation or you're traveling, you're just wanting to have a good time. So keep it simple. You can use the multi-products if you have an evening where you want to go out and bling it up a little bit more, but you can keep it simple and just use some basic things. So let's dig into actually doing the products. So in my little handy dandy bag, I have my collagen, of course. This is the multi-purpose brush that I want to show you. This thing is awesome, ladies. It is so cool. You unscrew it. First, you can use this to apply your foundation. You can use this second brush for either eyeshadow or concealer. You can use this third brush for crease eyeshadow or blending. And then this lip brush you can also use for multiple things. So we're going to be using this today. All right, and I'm going to show you a cool option and a warm option because your skin tone makes a difference. I'm cool, so today I'm going to be using this eyeshadow palette that's cool. And I use different colors for different purposes, which I will show you. Also, if you want the warm option, I have this little handy dandy travel palette here that has a lip, a blush, and a bronzer, and a highlighter. And you can also use these for eyeshadow. So if you like warm colors, this is pretty cool. Okay, and then of course I have my mascara and my eyelash primer. And I am going to use a lipstick today, and this lipstick is also going to be a blush. So that's another multi-purpose little trick that you can use. All right, so I have the stick foundation is what I'm going to use today because the stick foundation is probably the easiest foundation we have to apply. So I have two colors. I have Organza for my foundation color, and I have Alari for my bronzer color. All right, so I always start with my eyes. So I'm going to use my liquid eyeshadow. And this is just a tip. If you want to keep it simple, just put your liquid eyeshadow on and you don't have to add any powder eyeshadow to it. I probably will because I like to have the dimension. But you just swipe it. And I'm going to use this brush, which was also in my little palette. This is a deluxe. It's called a deluxe brush. I couldn't remember what it was called. Very easy. You just blend that out. And you're good to go. This comes in 10 different colors, I believe. So you have choices. So simple to use. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I use my eyeshadow palette. I use this color here for my eyebrows. So I have my eyebrow brush, spoolie on one end, angle on the other end that I use. Just tap it. And these are cool colors, lots of options in here for multi-purpose use. Oh, I don't know why I'm getting a glare on there. Must be picking up the shine from the brush. I love using powder eyebrow technique. I just find it easier than using a pencil. And it's so nice because you can use out of the eyeshadow palette. Okay, now I'm also going to use multi-purpose. I'm going to take my eyebrow brush that I just used. I'm going to use that same color, and that's going to be my eyeliner today. When you're traveling, ladies, efficiency is the name of the game. Okay, so I would like to have a little bit of depth here. So I'm going to take the third brush and that long brush, the pull apart brush that I showed you, and I'm going to take that same color and just very lightly go in that crease just to give my eye a little bit of depth. Okay, what a difference that makes. Okay, now in a minute I'm going to come back to this palette because I'm going to use this color as my highlighter. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and use my pencil liner for the waterline. And then I'm ready to do my lash primer. Hey, Gloria. This lash primer is going to separate and coat my lashes, conditioning them. And then we're going to add the 4D. And both of these products fit very nicely in the Ziploc bag and in the makeup bag. Okay, now, as I mentioned earlier, you want to take a spray mist with you, a setting mist. This is not aerosol, so you can actually take this on the plane. And this is going to be a dual purpose product because this is going to it's going to prime your makeup and then it's going to set your makeup. And I actually meant to do this before I did my eyes, but oh well. Okay. And using a Q-tip because I just got mascara on myself. All right, now I'm going to use my concealer and I'm going to use this second brush in the 4-in-1 brush set to apply that. So what I like to do is just put a little dot on the brush itself. And then just start applying it. And you can always add more if you need it, but the trick of the trade with concealer is less is more, especially if you have mature skin. Okay, so see how that covers up the dark circles? All right, now I'm going to show you how to use stick foundation. And I'm going to start out with the color Organza. And you can just twist this up and just swipe it on. And then I'm going to use the top brush in the 4-in-1. To blend that out. See how easy that is? This is the easiest foundation to apply. So if you're looking for quick and easy, you would probably like this one. And look at the difference. Just a few swipes. And it evens out my skin tone. Ladies, I love this 4-in-1 brush. I think it is one of the coolest things that Younique has come out with. Okay, so now that is my stick foundation. It's very compact, easy to use, easy to carry. And now I'm going to use the stick foundation in another color. This is called Alari, and it's going to be my bronzer. So I'm going to put just a little bit, tap right there underneath my cheekbone, and then I'm going to take this and blend up. And see how that gives me depth and definition to my face? It puts the shadows that are natural back in. The trick with the foundation and the bronzer is you want to use a color that is about 2 shades darker than your foundation color. Okay, and then I'm going to swipe just a little bit on the brush and do my forehead. And then my jawline. And all of these products fit very nicely in that little Ziploc bag. It's just a quart-sized Ziploc bag. So even if you don't have a makeup bag, you can just use the Ziploc bag to carry it. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to use lipstick as a blush. Okay, now lipstick is going to be pretty intense with the color. It's pretty pigmented, so you want less is more. So I'm just going to touch a little bit on my finger and do 2 dots and then blend out with the other finger and put a little bit more till I get it the intensity that I want it. You have to start slow with this and build up because you will get too much. And by the way, we have an all-in-one color stick as well that comes in 4 different colors that can do the same kind of thing. Okay, so now we're going to do the other side. Okay, I got a little bit darker, so I'm going to start with just that and blend it. Okay. See? Easy peasy. All right, now I am going to show you how I'm using my shadow palette, multi-purpose use again, and I'm going to take, I'm wiping this lipstick off of my finger, and then I'm going to take that finger and dip it in this color here that's a sparkle, and just tap, and that gives me that little sparkle as a highlighter without having to bring different products. It's an all-in-one thing. And then also I'm going to do it right here. Highlight my brow bone. Okay, and now I am ready to do underneath my eyes. So I'm going to go back with that eyeliner brush or eyebrow brush that I used as an eyeliner as well. And I'm going to go in this little bit darker color, tap it off, and just press in. See how easy that is? Okay, and then I will put on my mascara on the bottom. And it's just a simple look. I'm going to use my lip liner, which also fit nicely in my bag. And then use my lipstick as lipstick. And last but not least, the last brush in the 4-in-1 brush set is a lip brush. So I use that to blend my lipstick and use a Q-tip just to clean it up. And then I'm going to go back and just touch up under here. And last but not least, setting spray. And I am good to go, ladies. So, just to recap, you want to use multi-purpose use products, and this multi-purpose brush, it's so cool. All right, ladies, I hope this has been helpful for you today. If you would like to grab any of these things for your makeup bag to travel with, just reach out and I will get you set up. And some of this stuff is on sale and it ends tomorrow. So I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Love y'all. Mwah.